Jesus Christ, another video where we're starting off as a Werehog. Jeez, this is going to be a running trend in this LP, isn't it? Anyway, hello there everybody, this is CwapTheNintendin here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Unleashed. So, last time, we explored around Alaska a bit, and we got a Gaia Key. Or at least half of the Gaia Key. And Professor Pickle has told us there is indeed a Gaia Temple here in Spagonia, as well as Alaska. So today, we're going to go around exploring the Spagonia site for details. Yes, we are. So, the entrance stage to Spagonia should be open at this point. I think it is. When it comes to this game and progression, I'm not really, like, the most memorized in the world when it comes to that. Oh, there it is. I'm not really the best at how to progress through. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know the levels, but when it comes to, like, progressing through the game, like, I've only played this, like, twice in a row this past summer, and I still don't know, like, when to do things or whatever, but looks like I'm doing okay for the, for the most part. But of course, you know what this means, right? You know what this means? Huh? You don't know what this means? Well, I'm gonna tell you what it means. It means we're gonna have to go to another Werehog level. Oh boy! Anyway, we got Rooftop Run, Night Act 1. Let's go. And you know, the music here, well, not really so much so the battle theme, because that's gonna be playing for like 80% of the stage. But trust me when I say, like, the stage music here, or at least the regular music that plays during Rooftop Run Night, is absolutely great. It's fantastic. And it's just another prime example of how, no matter what the quality of the Sonic game, they always have, like, great soundtracks. Then again, I've only played the 3DS demo of Sonic Boom, so I can't really say for sure if the entire game has a good soundtrack or not. Which would be impossible, except they somehow found a way to make it bad in Sonic Chronicles, but... You know what? Speaking of Sonic Chronicles, which I've been wanting to play for actually a while to see if people say it is as bad as everybody says it is. Which like, I understand that fans don't like it. I mean, I did see, like, Clement's Let's Look at Sonic Chronicles video, and he said it was like a terrible RPG with, like, terrible music and terrible gameplay, but, like, I think it's just his preference of, like, touchscreen controls or whatever, I don't know. I'm not sure how that would work in my case, but, I guess I'll just have to find that out when I play the game, because, well, stuff. I can't really say anything else except, well, the music sucks. Yeah, that's like one thing I'm not, like, that's already immediately raising a red flag on, is, well, the fact that the music is not really, like, Sonic quality good. I mean, take a listen to this song. This song, Rooftop Run Night, is fantastic when it's not being overrun by the battle theme. But, but stuff in Sonic Chronicles, like, how could they decrease the quality of the amazing Sonic 3 final boss theme? I don't get it. Why? There's no point. There's no point to anything. Well, that's already immediately raising a red flag for me. The fact that the music is just that quality, even on the Nintendo DS. Which, Mario 64 DS, despite having a compressed, soundtrack from Mario 64, soundtrack was still good. Yeah. But, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what was released in the same year as Chronicles. I really don't. But, it's... You know what? I just want to play the game for myself to really judge, like, whether or not the complaints of this game are valid. Because I think the complaints are valid in terms of the music, but then again, music is subjective, so I don't know. Maybe I might like some tracks of Chronicles. Well, maybe at least in my case. Also, this song. Well, going back to Sonic Unleashed, actually, this song is fantastic. Like, it's no secret that It's like no secret to me that I've never been to anywhere outside of the United States. I've been to France once, during vacation, during the school year. Yeah, but I think it was well worth skipping like my junior year and that week in junior high of high school, like near the end of the term, or at least the near end of the year in junior year. I think it was because, yeah, I actually think it was 2009 that I went there because I had Pokemon Platinum at the time, and YouTube was HD, and I was looking up Sonic Unleashed HD stuff on there. And whenever I thought of France, I don't know, I just thought of this song. I don't know why. Or at least any Spagonia theme for that matter, because Spagonia's music is just fantastic. It's just fantastic. Like, again, when it's not being overrun by the Werehog theme on its own, the song is absolutely great. Which is why stuff like music extensions is a thing. I mean, in the case of the Werehog battle theme, don't get me wrong, on its own, it's fantastic, but it's severely overplayed. But when you actually go down to listen to, well, Rooftop Run's music, or at least the nighttime version, or maybe to an extent the daytime version, well, not to an extent the daytime version, what the heck am I talking about? The daytime version of Rooftop Run is absolutely great. Like, when you're not playing the game and just listening to the soundtrack, you really you just feel like you're really getting into the song, you know? Just it's great. I love it so much. It just has that, you know, spy and French or Italian, whatever. I don't know what music sounds like. It just has that feel to it, you know? And that's why I considered, well, that's why, in my opinion, I consider this soundtrack to be a whole lot better than, well, at the very least, Heroes and Adventure 2. But I am going to stand by the point by saying that, wait, I think it's supposed to be right here. Yeah, it is. I am going to stand by the point by saying that Adventure 1 and 06's soundtrack is a hell of a lot better. But this soundtrack is still really good. It's just really good. But regardless of which, now we have more monsters, and Chip apparently decided to just leave right there. And I'm just like, why, Chip? Why can't you help me out or something? But apparently he's just a flying psychic character. He can't handle such shit. But whatever. Dang it. Darn it. Whatever. Might as well just keep on kicking more butt while we're at it. And dang it. He ran out of health right before I could launch a critical attack. Lame. Whatever. There's probably too many enemies on screen anyway, so I might as well not do a critical attack while I'm at it. But I can do it for this guy. Because his health is low enough. And of course, as I explained, health determines how fast you have, how much time you have to press the buttons in order to do a critical attack. Yeah, bet you never had that explained. Yes, explanations are a thing, because apparently Werehog's mechanics are deep? I guess? I don't know. But what I do know is that I am just kicking butt right now. Alright, so let's hit this guy again so I could have enough health to consider me to have enough time to press the buttons. Yeah, and the Chaos Orb just disappeared into the wall. And I'm almost out of health too. Yay, this is great. Yeah, apparently rings are still relevant, but rings only, like, recover your health. Strange. But anyway, I think there's a... Yeah, there is. Okay. But anyway, now let's press the switch right here. And we unleash Barrel Hell. What did that gate ever do? What did that gate ever do to you, Barrel? What did he ever do? Just did a thing? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did do a thing, didn't it? Didn't it? Oh, come on! More egg fighters, seriously! Seriously. What the hell is up with these egg fighters? Like, Eggman is supposed to be here, yeah. But what the heck is up with that? And, yeah. And yeah, that's kind of like Yeah, again, that's kind of like my problem with critical attacks, is that while they are good for getting points, you just gotta make sure never to do them near a wall. Because there's a good chance that, well, if you're grinding up for experience, the Chaos Orbs will just go through the wall, and I don't get why that is. I just don't get it. Well, anyway, at least I could get those through the wall. Yeah, apparently they have some magnetic pull to Sonic, but only if they're, like, close to them. Oh, and by the way, this big old Dark Gaia thing. This thing, and I'm not kidding, is called, well, I know part of its name is Mother. I think it's called Big Mother or something. Yeah, I'm not joking. I don't know why that is, but okay. I guess that's okay, I guess, that a Titan is called Big Mother. And it looks like a thing. I have no idea what it looks like. But it's apparently spawning all these little Rexes out. But anyway, let's critical attack this guy. This fool. Yeah, X and A. Let's do it. Yeah, the Werehog just beats him up from the inside. And of course, by doing that critical attack on a big enemy, you can obtain all sorts of Chaos Orbs. Like, ow. What? What the? I never knew that could do that. Holy crap. I never knew that did that. Okay, that's really weird. Like, in all my playthroughs of Rooftop Run Night, I have never, ever seen that happen. Like, just a random exploding box out of nowhere. Just, that's really strange, actually. And, of course, we have a blocked off area. And, oh yeah, we got more zombies! Well, would you know what I think of them at this point? But, you know, I'm not gonna edit to like any parts of the video like Billy would do in a situation. Instead, you're just gonna have to suffer the long Werehog levels with me. Yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with that. That's what you have when you play Sonic Unleashed. And by extension, the Wii version itself. Because, oh boy, when I talk about that, oh man, I'm gonna have plenty to say about the Werehog in the Wii U version. Okay, as a full disclaimer, I don't think the Wii U, no, not the Wii U version, what the heck am I saying? As a full disclaimer, before I get to that, let me just say that the Werehog on the Wii isn't really that bad. It's just I think this Werehog is better. Just by comparison. Because, well, let's get this out of the way. Like, the Wii Werehog, or by extension the Wii PS2 Werehog, is basically, you know, your button-mashing champion of gods. Meanwhile, on the HD versions of Sonic Unleashed, you have all these moves that the Werehog can do. Like, if you look on the pause screen, actually, if you look at your skills, yeah, see, look at that. The Werehog actually has combos and stuff. And you get more as you level the Werehog's combat up. So already that's a good thing that the Werehog can do. He just has all these, you know, different combo moves that he can pull off. And yeah, that's why I really find, like, that's, like, despite the fact that the Werehog just doesn't belong in the Sonic game, I still like it. I like his gameplay regardless, you know? You know? It's all the matter of a principle. Like, if you like it, that's fine. If you don't, that's okay too. But, like, just the fact that he has, like, so many, like, combo moves, I don't know how, but it's great. Like, the Werehog, in my opinion, is just, or in the HD version, in my opinion, it's just a great thing, despite the fact that his levels go on for, like, really long. In fact, like, look at the video time. We're not even done with, like, we're not even done with this level yet. Seriously, we are going to get into much, much worse offenders. Yeah. If you thought that Rooftop Run is going to be the worst offender in terms of Werehog levels, you ain't seen nothing yet. Just gonna state that right now. You ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah. And unfortunately, the length of the levels for the Werehog kind of hinders like the Werehog's experience for me. And pretty much for everyone else who has played this game, or at least the HD version. But, you know, regardless of which, I still managed to have fun. I still manage to have fun in his levels, regardless of the fact that his levels sometimes go on for way too long. Or at the very least, overstay their welcome. Alright, so let's do a quick attack. Yeah, Werehog confirmed as Pokemon DLC, as Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire DLC that'll only work with Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and there's not going to be a patch that's going to be available that will make it so that Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or ORAS stuff will work with X and Y. Which is fucking dumb, by the way. Yeah, but more about that when I get to the eventual Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire LP. Confirmed. What? Because I Let's Play not only every Mario game, but every Pokemon game. Make a comment about it! But, whatever the case. Let's see. I have to explore all these buildings, by the way, because, again, we're gonna need medals. Like that right there. This is just one of those stages where I know where like the majority of the level where the medals are, or at least in my case, or majority where all the collectibles are at the very least. But you know, what are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about me knowing everything? This is probably not gonna happen in my case, but in some cases it probably will happen to you. But sometimes when you unleash a critical attack, for whatever reason, during the critical attack animation, Sonic will just go and critical attack the enemies right through the wall. I don't know how or why that happens, but it does. But if you think this is a bad thing, no, it really isn't, because the game sort of knows that. So it just pushes you all the way back to, well, beyond the boundary, or at least inside the boundaries of the stage. So at the very least, that's good. But yeah, just so you know, that can happen. And it most certainly will happen. But anyway, more switches involving barrels. Yeah, this is the highlight of Rooftop Run, by the way. Which is why they included that little bit of a part as part of classic Rooftop Run in Sonic Generations. Which I do promise to LP later on. You know, when you get enough Sonic in you. Or at least when I get enough Sonic. Then I'll LP Generations. Which is pretty much the only 100% like playthrough of Sonic that I'm going to do on this channel. Because, well, for my money, well, at least with 06, it's understandable because 100%ing the game literally means nothing. And, sadly, sadly for Sonic Unleashed, that is also kind of the case. For 100%ing the game. There's, like, no... Yeah, spoiler warning, there is no supersonic, like, playable option available. Yeah, this is dumb. Yeah. So, I don't really think that 100%ing Unleashed is well worth, like, 100%ing, or at least in the LP. You can try it. I mean, not that I'm gonna stop you or anything. Actually, I will stop you. This man needs to be stopped. Hashtag. But, what are you gonna do about that? Like, Generations for me is easy to 100% because I did it, like, plenty of times. And they actually do mean something. And, again, this is kind of going by my rule, like, if there's no, like, specific reward for 100%ing, like, anything as a Let's Play for my channel, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, well, with the sole exception of, well, you know, Kirby's Adventure, because I'm just going off on a lot of tangents today, are we? That's because the levels are so long! Yeah, we're still going, by the way. I mean, we're almost done. We're pretty much, like, 3/4 of the way done with the level at this point. But, yeah, trust me, we're not even done yet. We're, like, 3/4 of the way there, yet we're not done yet. That makes a lot of sense. Anyway, we got another big mother here, but yeah, in the sole exception with stuff like Kirby's Adventure, which I purely made for fun on EGF before it became a thing on my channel. That was just purely for fun, and not necessarily for like 100%ing, you know? So sometimes I might make LPs for fun, sometimes I want to 100% them like I usually do. well, in the terms of, you know, the Mario case or whatever the case. Casey Jones, but yeah. Basically, that's my stance. And I do think there is a... Yeah, there is. Yeah, I was about to say, there was a moon medal right there, and I could have missed that, but I didn't. Because that would be dumb if I did. But anyway, here's probably the more infamous part of this level. Like, do you remember when I said, way back in, I think Missouri, was it? Yeah. Remember when I said, like, back in Missouri, when, I mean to say that Sonic, for whatever reason, in certain Werehog levels where he doesn't have... Wait, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, you can probably guess what that is, but anyway. Remember how I said in Missouri that Sonic sometimes doesn't have a drop shadow? Yeah, this is one of those examples. For whatever reason, in this level, Sonic does not have a drop shadow. In, well, this particular section of Rooftop Run, and I don't get that. Why do they not have a drop shadow? Like, we're in a platforming part right now, which, on the one hand, it's good because you're going to be listening to the music for a while, which I already stomped my opinions into the ground at this point about the music. But it's just that, well, when you're actually playing this part, you just notice that there's a lack of a drop shadow here. And sure, the rings help you, but they only help you so much into, like, you know, just trying to make you guess where to go. Okay. Trying to make you guess where to go and everything. And yeah, it's just really weird. Like, this game looks fantastic, and you know, especially with the whole lighting effects and everything, this game looks great, but just in this part and probably certain other parts of the game, I don't exactly remember which, Sonic, for whatever reason, just doesn't have a drop shadow for whatever reason. And drop shadows are important in your platformer, guys. Sonic Team. Seriously, they are important. That's kind of like platforming rule number 1. Always have a drop shadow in a 3D game. Like, in the Wii version, no matter where you are, you always have a drop shadow. Yet in some instances, in the HD versions, you just don't. Because apparently the Hedgehog engine can't handle drop shadows, am I right? Am I right, guys? I'm totally correct. Wait, what do I do? Oh. Yeah, that's also really weird. Like, whenever you have to climb up on a thing, you always have to hold the, grab button. Weird. But I'm not gonna go on a tirade just because, well... just because, well, I couldn't grab, like, a simple ledge, or couldn't really go on a certain ledge. But, you know, I'm pretty much doing okay for the most part. You know, just going through the level like I usually do. I'm doing pretty good for the most part. And thankfully, this doesn't have, like, you know, the whole Contra syndrome, in which, well, like, whenever you scroll up, suddenly it becomes lava. But anyway, here we are at the very last part of the Rooftop Run level. We gotta pull this thing in order to activate this thing. Whoa, the clock moved. Hey, I can wonder if you can walk on those hands. Of course you can. It's a Sonic game. Of course you can walk on anything. You can walk on the ceiling. You can walk in anti-gravity sections. That's all good. Yeah, this is what the Sonic universe is like, people. You can walk on walls in Sonic 06. You can walk using anti-gravity methods in Crazy Gadget in Adventure 2. It's all good. It's all good. Just a typical day for Sonic in Sonic Land. But anyway, we're pretty much at the tail end of... Whoa. Yeah, I had to be careful because that's a bottomless pit, by the way. Yeah, this is pretty much the tail end of the level, and somehow I managed to keep my cool while doing this. Alright, so come on, yeah. And yep. And yes. Okay, thank God I made it through without dying. like that part, like the previous parts of this level wasn't enough for me, okay? Just wasn't enough for me, okay? It was that one last part that I was afraid like the control lag was gonna kind of screw me over, but it didn't, thank God. At least it wasn't the level like when I was recording Majora's Mask, because oh my God, the control lag, especially for the town shooting gallery, was terrible. Yeah, 21 minutes! Holy crap-a-loni! And, yeah, that's not the worst offender. Be very afraid, kids! Why did I do this? But hey, at least we got, like, a load of experience for that, so... Why don't we upgrade the Werehog strength to about level 3, to level 4. And let's upgrade life to level 4 as well. And why don't we upgrade combat to level 10? Normally you would get achievements, by the way, for leveling up combat to a certain level. Yeah, just thought you ought to know, by the way. Oh man, how long am I into the video? 26 minutes. Holy crap, and my laptop battery's almost out. Holy crap. How many minutes does it? Nah, it doesn't even matter. I'm just gonna plug it back in anyway. 25 minutes, okay. Sonic, I was waiting. Here, I got something from the professor. I think he came up with something after reading more of the manuscripts. Well, this is it. Not sure what he expects for you to use it for, but hey. We got an uncanny camera. Okay. Guess that's fair. But, regardless of which, now we are going to stop this episode here, because I am just, tired of stuff. But, oh wait, we can't stop it yet, because we got a cutscene.
Check me out! Yes, this is so much fun! I love it!
Hey, what's the big idea?
Look at that! I really know how to dance!
Come on, babe, let's dance the night away!
Yes, this is so much fun!
Whoa! Is there some kind of party going on?
Look at that!
No, something's not right here.
Oh, it's a carnival of creeps out there.
Yeah, don't worry. You only got like a few enemies to deal with here. Yeah. So, I'll get to explaining more of this in the next episode. Which, yeah, sorry for these parts for being long, but I do not expect to go on for this long. I mean, gosh, okay. So we beat up the guys, we beat the mission. Bam. There we go. And the Werehog does a wolf thing and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Huh? What was I just doing?
Hey! Wait up!
Just now, was that Sonic?
Ah, that should calm things down a bit around here. Chalk another one up for Sonic.
You know Sonic?
Of course. He was here just a moment ago.
Tell me what's happened to him. Please, tell me everything you know.
I'll happily explain everything over a plate of cucumber sandwiches.
Yep, you always gotta be the guy who wants to explain everything over sandwiches. So the camera can fix people's problems, apparently, because you can use the camera's flash now, but it only works at night, obviously. And whenever you see people with, like, little swirlies on their heads, that means they got problems, and you gotta use a camera, out of all things, to fix their problems, which is beating the heck out of monsters. I am not gonna do any of that. Anyway, stopping the episode! Yeah, because this episode's gone on for long enough anyway. Anyway, next time on Let's Play Sonic Unleashed, I don't know. We're going to do a thing, and I need to charge my thing. Now. Huzzah. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.